items in the mail, and some sample footage. Good evening, YouTube. Here on a Saturday evening at 11:44 in the evening. I have three things to share with you. This won't be posted until tomorrow. I was getting ready to go to bed, and I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and do this, cover this stuff while I got it fresh in my mind. Couple of things I wanted to show you that I got in the mail today. The first one is this. Get it back boxed up a little bit so you can see what it looks like. There we go. There you go. It's the camera, like Bill's, that I got, only this is a blue one. Big deal, you know, right? Different color. That's the box it came in. Here's the actual camera. And as you can see, it is blue. It does have the switches on the side here. And the buttons are a little bit different than Bill's. And one other thing about this, it works. I do have some sample footage of this I'm going to share with you. I basically went to my mom's in Vivi today, and Kylie and I, and I got this in time to hook this up on the windshield and take some video. Some of the things you're going to see is this is recorded in 720p. I'm not really sure if it's got something to do with the wide angle or what, but it doesn't seem to be a 720p picture. I mean, it didn't look that big to me anyway. It looks like it's compressed down to like a 640 by 480 or something like that. I don't know if it's something I did, the settings. I never read the directions, you know. I just kind of figured it out from playing with the menu and things like that. So I did get a good sample though. I recorded 40 minutes, I believe it was. It's supposedly 720p, and I had an 8 gig card in there, and I wasn't sure how far it was going to go. I didn't have the loop recording on. I didn't want that on. Didn't have the timestamp on. I didn't want that on. Basically, it was a 940 megabyte file size for 40 minutes, so that wasn't bad. I could have went ahead and just left it on all the way and had the whole thing, and even coming back I would have had plenty for that too, but I just wanted to test it out basically, so I cut it off after 40 minutes. It was still recording, and I thought, well, as long as it's still recording, I'll go ahead and cut it off and just see what it looks like. So did that, and I was happy to get back and find that the cord that comes with it plugs into the camera. Does allow you to get the footage off of the camera, just like any other camera that I have. It pops up a import picture in Windows 7, and you basically just save it to a import folder, which is what I always do. And this one was called Dashcam. I just called it Dashcam, and there's several files in there. I guess from playing around with the camera, there was several small files on there, one big one, so I figured that was the one, and it was. So I did get that captured, and like I said, I will show you some of that footage coming up here with this video also. Second thing I got was a package from Art. I believe his last name is Schroeder, and he sent me some, I believe, some LEDs. I'm not really sure for sure, but he told me he was going to send me something, and I think that's what it was. And I haven't actually opened this yet. This came in the mail this afternoon, and we were just getting ready to leave to go on the trip to Vivi, so I didn't have time to do anything with it then. And so let me get something to open it up here real quick with, and we'll see what exactly is in there. So I'm guessing, oh yeah, looky there. I'm gonna put this on the other camera and we'll take a look at what all we got here. So hang with me. Alright, well, we got the I'll put my glasses on so I can see a little bit better. Red, blue, 5mm. Those are nice. Red, green, flash. Those are nice. Looks like just a bunch of different LEDs. Let's see what this says. LED diffused yellow. Oh, that's nice. We might try that in the Pioneer and see what it looks like. Here's some orange ones. I don't think these are diffused though. They don't look like they are, at least. They might be, I don't know. Here's some pink ones. Ooh, pink. We'll have to play around with all these. Let's see, orange. Wonder if these are, well, they don't look like, they're smaller ones also. Yeah, I don't know what it is about the orange ones, but it seems like they come in the smaller LEDs instead of the regular size. We got some aqua blue, 5mm. Those are nice. And let's see, bright yellow. I'd say those are 5mm also. Looks like we have a letter. And what we have here, royal blue. Now those are a little bit different. Huh. I don't think I've ever seen any like that. Those will be fun to play with. Let's see, we have some orange 5mm. Oh, you got some orange 5mm here. That's nice. So that's good. Brilliant blue, 5mm. Red green, flashing, 3mm. And finally red blue flash, 5mm. Alright, well thank you very much, Art. Let me see what his note reads like, and then we'll, may not be for public consumption, you never can tell. Alright, says Doug, I thought I'd send you some of these oddball LEDs that I have laying around, and you may be able to use them in some of your projects. Hope you aren't upset that I ferreted around your videos to find your address. I enjoy watching them, having the same interest in electronics. Hope your holidays went good. Your YouTube buddy, Art. Thank you very much, Art. I do appreciate that. And no, I was not upset. You can see I do not make a habit of hiding my address whenever I try to hide whoever sends it to me, because I know everybody's not like me, but I don't really care that anybody knows where I live. I don't have that many enemies that I know of. But you never can tell. So basically, like I said, I just wanted to make this real quick, and like I said, these will come in handy, I know, for all the little things that I do. And it is appreciated, Art. I really do appreciate it. You sending me, of course. You guys that send me stuff, you know, you don't have to do this. I'm not as bad as Bill. I mean, I appreciate everything anybody sends me, and I'm not. You know, if you want to send something, that's fine. I don't care. But you know, like I said, that's just the nature of YouTube. I think is people helping people, and I appreciate it. Like I say. That orange, I was looking at that orange, I don't know if that would, you know, I know it's not diffused, but I think you're the one that said you can file down the top of that a little bit and get a diffused look to it, Art. I don't know if it was you or somebody else, but somebody said that. And we may try that and play around with it. But I do have those coming from China. They are in, like I said, this country, and they have passed through customs. Supposedly a few more days they will be here, so we'll get something done on that for sure. And so again, I'm going to add the footage from the camera. I'm just going to add a few clips in. This is basically from a 40-minute file that when we left Kylie's house out there and where they live, and then basically on our way to Vivi, Indiana, and so that's where it's taken from. I noticed a couple of things on the camera that I won't say upset me, but it was a little bit funny. It may have been the card that I was using. It was an 8 gig card. I don't know what class it was. Have no idea. I didn't even look at it. But it seems to freeze every once in a while. I don't know if that's just a characteristic of the firmware of the camera or what, but it will stop, the recording does, and then a second or two later it'll start again. It's not rolling over or anything like that. It doesn't do that. I've turned that off, but it just you know, it's just a little bit funky as far as that's concerned. I don't know. It may just be that card I used. I don't know. it may not be fast enough. That's probably it. Because like I said, I paid no attention to it. I just stuck it in there because it was 8 gig, and I thought, well, that'll work. And so, anywho, that's good. And like I said, the other thing that kind of bugged me was the fact that it looks to me like the size of the image, and you'll see what I'm talking about when I put the sample up there. It doesn't even fill the screen on the widescreen. It's definitely not widescreen. You know, I don't know what how you get widescreen on that. It seemed, and I may be wrong on this, but it seemed to me when I first looked at the footage from this, it was in video VLC is what I used to open it, and I thought at that time it was full size. It looked full size when I did that, but then when I imported the pictures in Windows 7, you know, their import feature, that's the way it came out. They came out smaller then. So I went back and looked at them again in VLC, and it was, you know, compacted then. So I don't know if it was me or what it was, but I'm going to play around with that some more and see what I can figure out. So, all right, that's going to do it. Again, I will put some footage in here. Let's look at that. What? Let me double check. I can read my secret. Cheesy garlic bread? Yeah. Is that good? No, yeah. You ever try it? Yeah. So I can say that and get my mouth watered? Yep. Is that ready to go? We can eat up? No. Chicken tenders. Yeah, it's 4 miles back. Okay, now you've seen the footage that I inserted, and again, that's just several samples, you know, going through towns and things like that. It's more interesting than on the road and just nothing around. But the footage is not bad. It's not the greatest. I mean, you know, it's a $15 camera, so what do you expect? But like I said, it does work, and I'm happy about that. And so the sound quality is pretty bad. There's a few times that we said something that you could hear what we said, but you have the road noise to compete against, and of course the dash cam is up close to the windshield, you know, and you'll probably hear more road noise than anything. So, you know, that's just the way the characteristics of the camera are, I guess. But like I said, it's not a big deal about the sound. I didn't buy it for the sound anyway. But anywho, that's about enough of that. Like I said, I'm getting ready to. It's now after midnight, so I'm going to hit the hay. I've had a busy day, and so tomorrow I will get this edited and posted up, and you guys can tell me what you think about it. So, like I say, you guys have a good evening. Thanks for watching, and we will see you.